Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. And today we're going to be talking about Matthijs De Ligt, because he's lighting up Twitter at the moment.
Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
So guys, first of all, I'd like to thank all those who wished me well because of the problem that I had on my tongue. It's now not gone. I say it's 95% okay. So that's why I'm talking with a bit more freedom now. I'm not talking like this anymore. I'm talking. I'm opening my mouth a bit more enthusiasm because I'm back. But I won't keep you too long there. So the news is on this Matthijs De Ligt, because a lot of reports coming out today that Chelsea are in pole position to sign De Ligt. Chelsea have been after De Ligt for some time now, and they've been looking at him, doing their due diligence, because since we knew that what's his name, Rudiger was going to be leaving, I think we've been looking for backups. We already, the Jules Koundé deal, hopefully that should be wrapped up, and it's not tied into this deal. Some people are thinking it may be tied into this deal because both players are right-footed, but remember Rudiger was right-footed as well. So De Ligt can also play on the left, and he can play down the middle. So so Chelsea have had that interest since, making provisions for when Rudiger had left. So anyway, there's a report from the Corriere dello Sport, an Italian publication, and it says De Ligt, who has only just 2 years left on his existing contract, he's looking for a different adventure. So Juventus are desperate to keep hold of him, but the talented player decided he wants to move to the Premier League and told his current club that he wants to go during some showdown talks. So, but he's got a mouth-watering release clause of 115 million euro, which equates to roughly about 98.8 million pounds. So it's similar sort of money to what we paid for Lukaku. But he's trying to drop them down to 80 million euro, because that's how much they paid for him in the first place. They paid him 80 million. And so that equates to something like, 68.7 million pounds. So in effect, Juventus will be getting their money back on the player. And so some people say, okay, he's got a release clause. What's to stop Juventus from holding out for that release clause? Well, what I mentioned earlier, the 2 years left that he's got on his contract. So what he can say, he's refusing to sign a new one. So he can say, no, you know what? I'm not signing a new contract. So I'll hold tight. And then next season, his value is going to drop even further with only one season left on his contract. So if that value goes down to, about 40 million, they'll say, and then the season after, he can do a Rudiger and go on a free. And you know what these Italian clubs are like now? They're in desperate need for money. We've seen that with Inter out there to pay back their the money owed to them from loans and everything else. And Juventus are in no strong position neither for financially. So they're not going to want to lose out financially. So if De Ligt has made it clear that he's not going to be signing a new contract, then it'll be in their best interest to get rid of him now. And what can sweeten the deal as well? Other reports coming out that Chelsea are prepared to offer 2 players. We already know that they are interested in Christian Pulisic. So they're willing to offer either Christian Pulisic or Timo Werner. But they're saying it may not be part of that deal, but if they are willing to let us negotiate for De Ligt, then we'll be willing to let them negotiate for one of our players. And those two are the players who are mentioned, and so you know they can do something there. And Jorginho is somebody Juventus have been keen on as well. So he hasn't been mentioned, but then that's another option. Or you know, so maybe some sort of swap deals or different financial deals can be worked out. So what do I think of De Ligt? De Ligt, I think, is a good player. He was fantastic when he played for Ajax, and what I noticed from a young age, he showed those leadership qualities. He was captain of Ajax, and you know, he's a strong, dominating, great in the air as well. You know, good defender, good solid defender. You know, he's Dutch, so with Dutch defenders are usually quite comfortable on the ball. Deceptively fast. He's not like, you look at him, not the quickest, but he's deceptively fast, and he's still at a young age for a defender where he can only get better. If you look at the likes of Van Dijk, his Dutch compatriot, he was 27 when he started to blossom, and so with De Ligt, you know, he's still got a few mistakes in his game, but he's still he's 24, I think. So as you get older as a central defender, you sort of cut out those mistakes when you're with more experience and better positioning, etc. Then he's got the potential to be like a world-class centre back. So for me, you know, I'll take him, and then that's a succession plan for when Thiago Silva goes, because Thiago Silva, I don't think he's going to be playing that many games this season due to his age, and you know, De Ligt can play in that middle as well. So what you better to learn off than Thiago Silva as well. So he's going to have a great role model in Thiago Silva. So he'll play, you know, like probably replace. I see him more replacing the Christensen stroke Rudiger role, because you know, Christensen sometimes used to play in the centre or play out wide. So I think when Silva's not playing, he can play in the centre. When Silva is playing, he can play as a left-sided defender. So there are options there. So guys, what do you think of this deal? You know, are you a fan of De Ligt or not? Give me your reasons for or against, valid reasons in the comment section below. And would you be willing to let go of either Werner or Pulisic if it means getting De Ligt into the team? So that's it, guys. That's my video today. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and share the content to others so that they'll know that Burton Borders is about. So enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.